welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a full face tutorial because I figured we haven't done one of those in a while, and I like to do those videos when I have certain things in my makeup routine that I haven't shown you guys or updated you on, so that's what we're going to do today. So this entire makeup look for me really revolves around the bright coral lip color that I have going on. I was just so inspired by my trip down to Mexico that I recently went on to do this look, because when I went down there it was just so beautiful. There was the jungle right next to the beach, and there's just so many beautiful bright colors everywhere and tropical flowers, so I knew I wanted to do a look when I got back home to snowy Pennsylvania that was just really fun and bright and kind of more playful. You can really do so many different shades of coral. You can go like more the tangerine route where it's more orangey, or do more of like a reddish coral. This is definitely more of like a pinky coral color, which to me is just so fun and kind of sassy. So I don't know, this is just my way of saying spring anytime now. So if you guys want to see exactly how I got this look, then just keep watching. So I'm going to start off by spritzing my face with some of this Fix Plus by MAC. It's always good to do a test spray. So that's just going to add some moisture and hydration to the skin, which is going to help thin out the Pro Longwear concealer by MAC that I'm using as my foundation today. Or you can mix it in with your moisturizer if you want to do that. I wouldn't recommend doing this with any old concealer just because you might not get the same result. This one is very different because it's really thin, but it just has amazing coverage. So that's why I just like to kind of thin it out and use it as my foundation. And it lasts a really long time. Okay, so now that I have that dotted around the face, I'm gonna take my Sigma F88 brush, which is an angled top kabuki. And I'm just gonna start working that product into the skin. You could also use a beauty blender if you wanted to. It blends in a lot more easily because we applied that Fix Plus to start off. So I used to do a similar routine with my Cargo One Base, which does say on the tube that it's a concealer and foundation in one, but this is pretty much the same idea. I just wanted to take something that had a lot of coverage and kind of dilute it. If that's not your thing, you can totally just use your favorite foundation. So now I'm going to prime my lids with my Sigma eyeshadow base. The color that I use is called Persuade, and this really cancels out all of the little veins and freckles and lots of different colors that I have going on my eyelids. So right now I'm just going in and darkening my brows and getting the general shape down with my Sigma brow pencil in medium dark. Go back in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in Brunette. And with this I usually just go through and underline them and go back over this middle part a few times. To set my brows and just blend everything together, I like to use two different powders. So this is Espresso eyeshadow by MAC right here, and it's basically just a warm brown. I use that for the center part. And then for the inner edge, I like to use my Anastasia Brow Powder Duo in Taupe and just mix the two colors together. So what I had in mind for this eye look was something using some tan color, some reddish brown, something just kind of sexy to go with our bright lips. So I'm going to start off by using my Anastasia Lavish palette, and I'm going to pick up this color here called Orange Soda on an E38 brush and apply that right into the crease. We're just going to apply it straight in. I'm going with this orangey shade because I think it'll tie in to the coral colors we're going to be using really well. Pick up the next color over, which is called Sienna, but this time we're only going to pull it in about half as far as we did with that other shade. So I'm going to switch it up to my Lorac Unzipped palette, and I'm going to get just a tiny bit of this color right here called Unbridled, which is a really rich reddish brown color. So taking just a tiny bit of that shade, and we're going to place that right in just that outermost corner. So I'm just spinning my brush around in that outer corner so that some of that darker color comes a little bit farther down. Now we blend. Then I'm going to take my tan pigment by MAC, and I'm just using this dry because I actually really like the way that it looks just applied dry. You could even apply it with your finger if you wanted to. Pressing that color all over the lid. Then I'm going back with that same unbridled color with a smaller crease brush. And sometimes I like to kind of tilt my head back so I can really see where I'm aiming for, because when I get to the crease, it's when I'm gonna stop applying this color. So basically just in this tiny, almost like a little triangle. Then I'm going to take an E30 pencil brush and this color by Motives Cosmetics. This is called Onyx and it's just a matte black. Pretty much repeating the step that I just did with that reddish brown, except this time I'm just placing this black color in more of just a bit of a smaller area. And then once you have that kind of blended, you can take whatever is kind of just left on your brush and pull it into the crease. It's not going to really show up as black in the crease, but it'll just help everything transition and just kind of flow really nicely. Then I'm going to take this liner by Tarte. This is the Skinny SmolderEYES Amazonian Clay Waterproof Eyeliner in Purple Garnet. So now I'm using this short shader E20 brush to get some more of that reddish brown color. Working that into that lower lash line. To blend it out, I'm using this E32. Then I'm going back with that black again, and we're going to put that in the outer corner of the lower lash line. So we're just basically layering colors, then blending, and then layering and blending some more, and that's really just the secret to getting that smoked out look. I'm going to take the highlight shade from the Lorac Unzipped palette called Undercover. We're going to apply that right around that inner tear duct. For my eyeliner, I'm using my Tarte Amazonian Clay Waterproof Eyeliner. So it's only going to come in about 2/3 of the way. And then just kind of taper right off. I'm going to apply some of my Covergirl Volume Express, or no, what? Get my brands mixed up. Covergirl Lashblast Volume mascara. Today I'm using the Ardell 120 Demi lashes. So now I'm going to take my Maybelline Brightening Concealer and I'm going to use that to color correct my dark circles. That same Pro Longwear concealer in NC20, I have a touch of NC15 mixed in. My MAC Prep and Prime pen, say that 5 times fast, and this is in the shade Light Boost. So what I'm going to do with this is just lightly go around the outer edges of my under eye, and then down the center of my nose, across my Cupid's bow. It's a little bit more for the forehead, so you can even, it doesn't really matter because we're going to blend it out, so I'm just going to go to town with that. And now we're going to blend this all together with a makeup sponge, or you could just leave it like this, but I would suggest blending it all together. I'm going to use this one by Real Techniques. This is kind of their version of a beauty blender. Just want to press it all into the skin, and that is going to diffuse any harsh lines and bring just a really pretty, like, illuminated look to the face. Remember, whenever you're setting your under eye concealer, you want to remember to pat it in versus rubbing back and forth. You would think it would be hard to forget to apply mascara to your lower lashes, but I forget all the time. So I've actually been going back to my MAC MSF in Medium Plus a lot lately. I actually stopped using these in like my actual skin tone shade for a long time because I thought there were so many other good powders out there. I just kind of forgot about it for a long time, but I'm back to using it. Basically just applying this to any of the places that we didn't apply our lighter powder. So I've kind of gone all around the outer edges of my face with my bronzer. Then I just want to switch to a smaller fluffy brush. Just use that same exact product. We're just going to intensify certain areas. So I'm kind of working a little bit backwards to contour today, but and don't worry, you know we're going to blend this out. Usually what I do is I apply all my face products and then I blend them out, but I'm actually just going to blend my bronzer right now because I want to hold off on the blush. I want to see what my lip color looks like with the eyes, and then I'm going to pick out my blush. So I don't actually have a lip liner that matches the color that I'm going to be using, the lip color I'm wearing, so I want to apply one that's just kind of like a nude. This is Boldly Bare by MAC. definitely gonna start off with this lipstick by Dose of Colors. This is called Play Date, and this is like a pinky coral color. Then I'm gonna mix just a little bit of this lipstick called Koi. This one is like a melon shade. This blush I think will work pretty well. This is Torrid by NARS. I think NARS blushes totally take the cake for my favorite blushes from a specific brand. Honestly, I think they're better than MAC. They're just very, very creamy blushes, even though they are a powder. They're just kind of more of a creamy formula. Just for a little added glow, I'm gonna take my Maybelline Master Hi-Light highlighting blush in Coral, and we're gonna apply that with this extravaganza brush. This is the F25 tapered face brush from Sigma. Okay, yay, we're done. All right guys, so that is gonna do it for this coral lip type of makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching. And if you guys have any requests, leave them down below in the comments, because I've kind of been brainstorming lately the videos that I'm going to be doing for March. I'm already thinking about March. It's so crazy. So yeah, if you have any requests, just let me know in the comments down below, and I love you guys, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye guys.